continuing with my wooden movies, this will be about chainsaws. First, the parts of a chainsaw. This is the chain brake right here. Okay. When most chainsaws kick back, come back towards you, they'll do it because the chain drives in this direction on the bar. I'll get to what the bar is in a minute. The chain brake catches on your wrist. It can break your wrist if it kicks back too hard, comes back towards you too hard. But the chain brake is built so, and it will prevent the chain from being driven and therefore cutting. And it's a very useful safety feature. This here is the forward grip, and that's to balance the saw because the motor, the green part, is kind of heavy. The weight can vary, but this is a Poulin model P3314 with a 33cc engine and a 14-inch bar, so it can be quite powerful. This is the throttle mechanism. This here is to start the chainsaw. This is to supply gas to the motor. This is the primer right here. This is the fuel filling port right here. This is for the oil for the engine. It's a two-stroke motor. So it's kind of efficient on gas, and you have to mix the oil and the water, and the fuel together. Water is an enemy. This is the blade, the cutting surface, also called the bar. This is 14 inches long. This is the cutting chain, the part that actually does the cutting. Each tooth is a little chisel. So it doesn't cut so much as it chips out a tiny bit. This is called the raker right here. And the rakers are meant to take the sawdust out of the cut. So this is a tooth right here. This is a raker right here. You have a right and a left tooth. You can see that the teeth are offset here, so that you get a cut, which in this case is about 3/8 or 1/8 of an inch wide. 3/8 to 1 inch of an inch wide. So it will actually form a channel. This is the bar. You can see this is a 14-inch bar, and the chain runs on a guide here. You can see the slot in here. So what it does is the chainsaw, or the power saw, as I've also heard them called, revolutionized the timber harvesting industry. And because it allowed even very large trees to be cut very fast. And you know, with a motor on it, the green part, this part here, you know, you can get tremendous power. So what you do is you cut the trees down with a chainsaw, and the chain brake prevents it from kicking back, cutting your face. Certain heavy clothing, chainsaw chaps especially, will protect you from getting cut with a chainsaw, and goggles or a dust mask will prevent any of the dust from very dry wood or the chips from any kind of wood from getting back in your face. The starting mechanism is over here, and in this particular saw, you pull out the blue lever, depress the red one, pull the chain, the choke right here. It's a rope start, just like a lawnmower. Maybe prime it with a little bit of gas here, and away you go. And the chainsaw is a very useful, if very limited, it's tremendously useful but very limited piece of equipment. And it's revolutionized the timber harvesting industry.